Welcome to Bharat Marg. So happy that you are here. Today we are going to talk about when Canada was burning, Nero was dancing. Okay, Trudeau vibrates with Taylor. Okay, that's what it is all about. And Montreal, the second largest city in Canada, burns. Okay, and Trudeau parties. Okay, and guess what, friends? This is not the first time we will be talking about Khalistani terrorists when they were attacking the Hindu temple. What this man was doing? Okay, we will ask. We will have Vinay ji with us. Vinay ji, thank you for joining us, and we will be asking Vinay ji, is he even qualified to be a Prime Minister of Canada? Okay, yeah, he is just his time is up. He has to go. Okay, let's talk to Vinay ji about it. But before starting further, friends, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video with as many people as you can, and also subscribe the channel if you didn't already. Subscribe to Bharat Marg and press on the notification bell to stay connected. We are doing many services like Sanskrit teaching, Vedic mathematics teaching, and many services, matrimonial alliances, all for free. You can just join us and you for register for free and take advantage of these services. Okay, and guess what, friends? These are all done so that you can benefit, and we accept done, but with no fees. Okay, but if you support what we are doing, make sure to subscribe, share this video, and also comment your opinion, and do donate us by going to bharatmar.com or by sending a WhatsApp message to our WhatsApp number given here below. And you can also subscribe for one dharmic message every day free. Okay, Vinay ji, welcome.
Thank you, Ji.
Welcome. Okay. See here. This is the news here, Vinayji. What do you say? When Canada was burning, Nero was dancing. Trudeau vibrates with Taylor. Montreal burns. Trudeau parties, pro-Palestinian, anti-national rallies turn violent in Canada's second largest city. In fact, the Canadian police run for life. The goons with the Palestinian flag. They do the same thing what the Khalistani terrorists did in the Hindu temple on the other day. And then also and now also the man is in party mode. And what do you say? Is he even qualified to be a PM?
Well, I think you're beating up our benevolent, beloved, reputable, most popular Prime Minister really bad. So I think you have to apologize for that, because Trudeau is a very hardworking Prime Minister. He also needs a break. He needs vacation. Doesn't matter if Rome is burning or Canada is burning. He needs his vacation. Even if Rome is burning, Nero was fiddling. So, like that, even when Canada is burning, Montreal was burning, Trudeau needs
Come
to
on,
go
come
and
on.
dance and stuff like that.
Vinayji, you cannot blame him for it. He's a bachelor, and
Yeah, and also
he's
he's a
he
bachelor.
is single, ready to mingle.
Maybe he is looking for a partner there, somebody to spend the rest of his life with. He's still a young guy, right?
Yeah, I mean
So,
just like
because
maybe 52, 53.
yeah, Jagmeet Singh also broke up with him because something didn't work out for them. So he's in dire need of love. So maybe he thought in the concert he'll find somebody. But
No,
yes, I agree.
he was dancing with Taylor.
Yes, he
He
was
was
dancing.
vibrating.
Yeah, and because he is the prime minister, he actually was easily able to get Taylor Swift tickets as well. You know how difficult it is to get Taylor Swift concert tickets? Extremely difficult. So because I know people who are willing to pay for a $200-300 ticket. Regular, if you buy it from Ticketmaster, it may cost about $300, but they're willing to pay $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for those tickets just for that one concert night. So Trudeau, of course, is the prime minister, so he probably was sitting close to the stage, and he had all the security and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure he had his way through because he's the Prime Minister
I
of
heard
Canada.
she was. I heard she was pretty impressed with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what, when Prime Minister himself comes to attend the concert, that means that she has backing of not only the people but of the leadership of the country as well, which is great actually. And he actually, in fact, praised her on his tweet message, saying that I'm glad that you concluded your tour in Canada, rather than anywhere else. So we are very happy for that and stuff like that. But anyways, coming to the point. Yes, the rioters were Palestinians and who were protesting for, against Israel and stuff like that, against, against NATO, and that was the protest erupted during the meeting of NATO officials in Montreal, hometown of Canadian PM Justin Trudeau. Okay, that's
And
where
his
he's.
constituency. And
That's his
his
writing.
constituency.
That's his writing. Yeah, that's right. So. And PM Trudeau has come under a lot of fire following these riots in his hometown because, the thing is, when these riots take place, they always say freedom of speech, freedom of expression. But when these riots go amok, and when the rioters go amok and they start burning down places, looting places, and that's exactly what happened. And when even police are unable to control it, and where is freedom of expression, freedom of speech, which turns into violence? So
No, no.
why don't
You had to also understand Canadian police is more doing politics than policing.
I don't know. I mean, like, the thing is, why doesn't the police? They say that in Canada, police is extremely independent. They are not influenced by any political parties, politicians, or the government or
Yeah.
whatever. They
You
work
you
extremely
are joking.
autonomously
You are
and
joking.
independently. No, this is the rule of the law. So, and that's what they say. So, if that is the case, then the police should have forethought or planned ahead and said if they have intelligence information that something is going to happen like this, rather than letting these people go ahead and protest or whatever and say, oh, in the name of freedom of expression, freedom of speech, they are allowed to. You got to stop it. You got to prevent it. Take prevention is better than cure, right? So you got to make sure that these people don't get into the action and then burn everything down and then say, oh, the crowd went blah 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 whatever, and unfortunately we were unable to do much. But
But you had to keep something in mind, okay, before you saying these things. No matter where the riot happens, all the rioters are his own core voter base. How can he go against them?
that's the other thing.
No,
See, the
not
politics also plays a role thing.
no matter
And that
whether it happens in the Hindu temple or it happens in Montreal, no matter it happens in the First Nation place, no matter it happens in Ottawa. All the rioters are his core base.
exactly, that is what is happening now. Right now is they're pitting one minority group against another minority group, and that basically is not a good thing because what, you're dividing the country rather than, why do people come to Canada? The reason I came to Canada in the first place was because of the diversity in population, and this is one of the few countries where you can meet people from 130 or more different countries, and we all live cohesively, or we used to live, I should say, we used to live cohesively and without any issues. But because Mr. Trudeau came to power, and what he's doing is he's dividing every segment of the minority population. So he's pitting one against the other, one against the other, and then this is all for what? This is all for your vote bank.
See, but Vinayji, it is very astonishing that when the riot is happening in Montreal, okay, Canadian PM was partying. At the same time, when there was a peaceful protest happening in Ottawa, he doesn't like peaceful protest. The truckers were and their family and their innocent children were beaten up by the police, and many of them were taken to jail. And so do when the riot was happening in the Hindu worship place against the Hindus, and his own police was involved in it in the danga.
No, this
Okay,
is exactly what happened a few years ago, if you remember.
why he is
When,
always with the rioters and not with the victims?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. A few years ago, when things were going really bad with the the Khalistani gangs were coming up in Canada, and there were a lot of it was still in the kind of the beginning stages, because this was during Trudeau's first term as prime minister, and he was turning a blind eye to it, all the stuff that was going on in Canada. And guess what he did? He ended up in India, and he was wearing a salwar kameez and dancing with those Khalistanis, and these were most wanted terrorists, and they were and he there he was dancing and partying with those guys. And that's his nature. You can't help it, because the
This
problem
is
is this guy
what
has
you are
come
saying is before his wife
high
fired him.
school. Exactly. This was from, this the reason is because this guy has got a very high school kid kind of way of thinking, and his thing is like, oh yeah, we just have to party, and things like that, right? So this is the attitude, because he was a high school teacher, and although his dad was a prime minister of Canada, his upbringing and all that, I'm not sure how he was brought up, but the man is actually completely not fit to be in the prime minister's office. It's like exactly like Rahul Gandhi in India.
Hmm. But what do you think the people will take cognizant of these things? Or I'm hearing that he is going to release a lot of freebies between now and then during the election time.
Oh, it's already
So the
happened, right?
people.
He's actually cut the GST on many of the essential goods, including liquor, beer, and anything below 7% alcohol in its content, like some of the wine, some of the spirits, and some of the like the beer, and anything that is lighter alcoholic drink. He has
How
cut
about
down.
marijuana?
He has eliminated GST on that. I'm not
How
sure
about
about
marijuana?
marijuana is a deadly drug which he is not aware of, or maybe he's
Come
aware
on,
of,
he should.
and
If
he
he's a
wants
real man, he has to eliminate that too,
yeah
so that
he
the kids
wants
can be
everybody
spoiled.
in Canada to be hooked on to the marijuana, so that they all vote when they are completely high on marijuana. They go and vote, and that's what he expects, and that way he keeps winning the elections over and over again, because he's still young. He thinks he can continue to win elections for another 20, 30 years or whatever, right? So that's his attitude. And then he has cut down even on eating out, like in restaurants. You don't have to pay GST for the next 2 months. He says, "Oh, it's a gift from the Liberal Party for the holidays, for the government, from the government. People are very strained during the holiday season, and we are trying to ease them down." This is all. What is it called? It's basically called bribing the voters, because the elections are coming up, and very soon, in January or February, he's going to announce another few $100s for every family in Canada, saying that, yeah, this is a gift from the government, a relief
Yeah,
from.
but I have a question for you. Okay, Kamala Harris was dancing with Taylor Swift, and she is gone now. What do you think is going to happen with our friend Justin Trudeau?
Mr. Trudeau's last days are numbered. Okay, he has got very few days left in the office. Okay, very few weeks maybe. So his days are numbered, pretty much. So basically, what they say is, जब गीदड़ को मौत आती है, वो शहर की तरफ भागने लगती है. So that's exactly what
Hmm.
it is. So when the wolf actually has its days numbered, it starts running towards the city, because
Hmm.
it's going to get killed for sure. And this is exactly what Mr. Trudeau is doing. He's giving all these freebies to the voters, thinking that they will all be enamored, or or impressed with that, and then they'll vote for him. Then he's going and dancing while things are happening in his hometown, and his hometown people obviously are going to vote him out, because the end of the day, the Palestinians are a minority wherever you are in Canada, right? I mean, they cannot be in majority because it's still the
But
Caucasian.
see, you have to understand, you no matter if they are jihadis, Palestinians, whatever you call them, they were anti-NATO force rioters. Okay, and they are getting the support of Khalistanis too because they are their boss. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's not
The
like
thing is, they are all working hand in glove. See, what end of the day you got to understand this. Okay, okay. Palestinians may have a cause, basically saying because they still have that strip that is owned by that is actually that belongs to the Palestinians. And then what these guys are doing is they're greedy and they want some of the Israel land, or not some of it, all of Israel land. And that's where it becomes a little crazy, because Israel, after thousands of years, they were able to set up their own country during the Second World War. Okay, that is when Israel got its real home. Otherwise, Israelis were everywhere, but they really never had their own homeland, because the homeland was always kind of very fluid, actually, I should say. And now eventually, after thousands of years, they got their homeland. And now guess what? Palestinians are saying, oh, that land doesn't belong to you. You got to give it back to us, or something like that. But technically, that whole area was Jewish area, that entire area. Okay, what belongs to the Middle Eastern Muslims right now, entire area was once upon a time belonged to the Abrahamic Jewish people. And then these guys are trying to get in there and trying to take over that. And they, if they have the right, rightfully, if they want their own Palestinian land, Israel is willing to give it to them. Hey guys, you can govern yourself, but do not enter our land. That is what they've said. But the other side, the Khalistanis are basically fighting a lost cause. Okay, in 1984, when Congress was there, Congress was almost willing to give away Punjab on a platter to the Khalistanis. But thankfully, the Indian Army attacked the Golden Temple, and then they were able to kill all the terrorists. And then this
and
was
kill
it was
all the terrorists.
Congress
Okay,
policies.
you know what? We just released a video from the inside the Harimandir Sahib. Many Hindu girls nakedly were dragged out from there because they were using in the Harimandir Sahib, the so-called the temple, where they were used for prostitution inside.
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
if
like,
anybody has a question regarding that, friends, don't yell at me. Go and see. I am going to attach those videos here. Go and see it. Yeah, please.
lot of these things were happening then. And then Indian Army thankfully was able to act autonomously, independently, although the Prime Minister of India at the time, Indira Gandhi, was not very much in favor of it. They still went ahead and killed the terrorists. And then guess what? That entire Khalistani movement died completely. And then many of these guys took refuge in Canada, US, and Australia, New Zealand, and wherever. And now they're slowly starting this whole Khalistani movement, saying, oh, there are a lot of people in India that want a separate, or in Punjab that want separate Khalistan country. But guess what? None of the people in India are interested in it. It's only a handful that are probably, driven away or blown away by this whole Khalistani movement, because it's all money thing, right? It's all money play, money game, money power. And that's exactly what's happening here in Canada. And, these guys are being funded by
And
ISI, by Soros.
we saw the video of the gentleman. We just did it. Hopefully, we will put it again. The Khalistan is saying the whites have to get out from here, and this
Right.
belongs to us, kind of thing.
So that's why these guys are getting only influenced by the money power that's coming from George Soros, just his organizations, the
Pakistan.
Pakistan, ISI, and so many other things. And even a part of the US is actually pouring money to see how this can be. They want to basically divide India, right? They want to break India, because under Modi they see that the power is only increasing. We saw what happened in India, just Maharashtra elections, 234 seats out of 288. That's a clean sweep, 91% strike rate for BJP. So this is the
And
popularity.
these guys, may it be Biden, maybe be Trudeau, whomever it is in UK, they cannot even win one municipality election.
Exactly. So they kind of, the thing is, they are trying their power against the India, and that's really never going to work.
Absolutely. Vinayji, my last question to you: what is the stand on the Conservative Party on this? Like he was dancing. What kind of
Yesterday,
response you were?
yesterday I saw a video of Pierre Poilievre and his party. One of the spokesperson for Conservative Party was talking, and he has come down extremely like vehement about the Khalistanis, and he has basically asked Jagmeet
No,
Singh
I'm not talking
directly.
about Kali. I'm not talking about Khalistanis. I'm talking about Trudeau dancing.
No, no, I'm just saying about.
Uh-huh.
I just want to finish this about Jagmeet. They asked Jagmeet Singh a very clear question: can you directly on camera deny that you do not have any connections with the Khalistani terrorist organizations? If you deny it, come and speak in front of the camera. That's what they've questioned him. Okay. So now coming to your question, I have not heard any statement from conservatives, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come out soon.
Because one gentleman, his whose video went very viral in Twitter, okay, or X, and he was the one first to put out a conservative party member, and this is amazing. But what do you think this will have impact on whether the people will remember these things or they will forget it because
Oh
they are
yeah,
getting
yeah. I mean,
some
like
huge.
the thing is, you got to keep in mind that the elections are not too far. Okay, any day this government is going to fall, or any day he's going to call elections. He's expecting that the popularity rating, after all the bribes and stuff that he's going to give the people, his popularity rating is going to go back to the
And, and
40.
and he secures the pension by February.
That is
He and
Jagmeet
his
Singh.
buddy.
Jagmeet Singh is going to secure about
No, no,
$2
he is
million.
also getting it.
He's already got the pension, right? So he's already got the pension. Trudeau has been in Parliament for a number of years. So
But Prime Minister pension is different, is it not?
Prime Minister's pension is different, but as a member of Parliament, I'm talking about. But he gets his pension regardless, right? Like because this is his third term as Prime Minister, and so his days are already numbered. Okay, so people, yes, they say that public memory is short, but end of the day, that people are going to remember these events that happened just in the last few months, and especially it'll start from his own riding in Montreal, where people are going to be extremely upset about what has happened. And first he has to lose his own riding, and then he will lose everything else.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Vinayji, for coming in and sharing your opinion. And, friends, what do you think of what Vinayji said when Canada is burning, Nero was dancing? Okay. And Trudeau vibrates with Tyler as Montreal burns. What do you think of this? Do comment and let us know. Do you agree with what Vinayji said that his days are numbered, or you think people will forget and he's with the freebies he will get one more term to ruin Canada? What do you think? Do let us know. But till then, we will see you in the next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Jai Shri Ram. Thank you, Vinayji. Appreciate it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.